Hello and well met, friends. My name is Joe, and what I'm here about to relate to you after many, many years of holding silence are a series of stories, a cycle of tales, a long running narrative some might claim are myth, legend, or fairy tale, while others would denote as history, all taken from a massive volume titled The Cycles of Exile, also known as the Codex Exiyl. In the translated speech from where this tome originates, no word ends in silent E, ever. Hence the title spelling you see here. The Cycles of Exile was mostly composed by one hand, and it's concerned chiefly with the adventures and deeds of 6 male individuals. It doesn't merely cover any formal stage or particular time, but spans nearly the entirety of their lives. How I came into possession of this great book I'll not get into here at this point, but for now I will merely say that by several degrees of separation in my youth, I did come to know some of the key folks in these events I'm about to reveal. The Exiyls, or the Exiyar as they came to be known collectively, were not born here. All 6 of them hail from another place. A singularly wonderful place known as Myriad. You won't find it on any normal map that we know of, as it exists just beyond wherever the morning and evening meet. A brazen hop and skip across the liminal valley of our furthest horizon, as it's said. And as another old saw of ours partly proclaims, you cannot get there from here, unless, that is, you know how to get there. Myriad is vastly, immensely different from our reality. In what ways? It was oft said by the exiles themselves once here among our lands, breathing our air and achefully reminiscing of their home, that to walk within the wide isthmus of Myriad was to wander a fantastic dream. How any human one of us would marvel at its sparkling, endless, light-refracted diamond caverns and palaces, to its behemoth mountain peaks so high they disappear into the skies above, only to form their utmost summits within vast mirror valleys below, or erupt into monolithic towers in the midst of red golden oceans. Forests so thick, with visibly breathing growth, their trunks, branches, and massive roots reaching upwards, downwards, even sideways, that for certain enchanted folk allowed distanced communication from one point to another. Floracine tree lanterns, fabulous trees that wildly bloom during Floris, their own springtime. With their purple buds, these trees alight into tiny flames at dusk, glowing larger and brighter to produce a purple, flickering light show as the night draws on, only to again fade at dawn. Not to mention the streaking, colored, ethereal day and night skies of blue, red, white, and gold, with its not one but 3 many-hued moons called the Onia, set in place each evening, and shooting stars across the evening vistas ridden upon by great beings of light. Indeed, Myriad is quite a different place. It is, or once was for that matter, a pre-fallen world. And what does that mean? It means many things that are quite the difference from what humanity experiences day to day. Hunger, disease, pain, non-existent in Myriad. Food grows wildly and abundantly everywhere, anywhere, in spite of climate. Besides the sweetest fruits and luscious vegetables, varied, steaming fresh breads by nature bake in oven-like stone caves, just as grain grows here. Delectable cheeses are churned and hardened within living soil vats to harvest. Springs trickle into tiered falls of sweet, creamy milk. Most importantly, meat, what we might call beef, poultry, or pork, is gathered from flourishing, cocoon bone-ribbed sheaths, with choices of already roasted, broiled, or sometimes even a process similar to what we might call barbecue. The meat, known as brasserie, emerges steaming hot and juicy, beyond tender, and naturally seasoned. What is left over or uneaten is not spoiled but recast into a kind of fertilizer to regrow more bone-ribbed sheaths for more cooked meals. Those who've eaten of our own animal flesh claim it in no way compares in taste and enjoyment to the mouth-watering brasserie cuisine. In this way, there is no hunting of the many and myriad animals that exist in Myriad, nor do they hunt one another. There is no top of the food chain. They live, play, feed, with no bloodshed. Coyote and lamb, deer and lion, rabbit and bear thrive side by side with many other species not known here on Earth. And what of the people? They are not human, although mostly of human appearance. As a species, they were once known as Alnayan or Einan for short, but that is now somewhat of an archaic usage, though still spoken in some quarters. Presently, the entire people are mostly referred to as Muriels. They do not suffer pain, apart from the ordinary, everyday accidents or the discomforts of their highly enjoyable, hard manual work. There is no indigenous sickness among them. Females do not suffer monthly pain nor the agony of birthing children. Hygiene is an innately occurring process. The matter of their bodies are readily efficient vessels. Not bathing for several weeks or even months if need be still leaves a Muriel fresh and wholesome. Lavatories? Not really necessary. Whatever generated waste from food or drink, minimal compared to humans, is also naturally excreted from their pores. Again, a very efficient physiology, although it's not based in science at all. The world of Myriad was a young world, much younger than ours, in the full spring of its being, though time does not pass or unfold there in the manner it does here. And for all its otherworldly beauty and enchantment, it would have remained the way it was for all time, but for the events I'm about to divulge, the events that became caught up with the Exiyls, and to which they were bound to try as they might reverse and put to an end. This is their story. I want to kindly thank you for spending some time with me to begin this story cycle. Please do come back, as we'll commence the adventures and journeys of the Exiyls in Sequent 2, The Feast of Folly. Until then, goodwill to you, one and all.